Natural crowns, big dreams, glowing energy. Yeah. Brilliant black beauties, come shine with me. Oh yeah. Brown skin, glowing naturally.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Naraya,
My name is Sierra.
and we are the Brilliant Black Beauties. And today, we have a very special guest. Today's guest is a celebrity wardrobe stylist, FIT instructor, and creative visionary known for blending sophistication with bold fashion innovation. From starting at Bloomingdale's while attending Johns Hopkins University to styling celebrities and leading projects in fashion, television, and film. She has built an inspiring career rooted in creativity, confidence, and authenticity. Please welcome Danielle C. Marshall, also known as the Style Marshall.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Beautiful, beautiful introduction. Thank you so much.
So much.
Of
Well,
course.
we always like to after our introduction, we always like to open in with some fun questions before we get into the interview questions.
Okay.
Sarah, would you like to add one?
Okay, if your styling aesthetic were a movie, what movie would it be?
Repeat that one more time.
If your styling aesthetic were a movie, what movie would it be?
Oh, wow. It's a toss. It's funny because, Devil Wears Prada just came out, number 2. So it'll probably be that one or Sex and the City, the second one.
Second one. That's first.
I love the first two, but I love the fact that traveling to where was it? Abu Dhabi, that area. That was definitely me.
Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. They brought back so many memories because my mom, she loves Sex in the City. And I remember movies and stuff. And
Yes.
their wardrobe is just always so fashionable. And it always suits their personality, which is what I feel like. Like I really love how chic Charlotte's is. Like I love
Yes.
the polka dots and how real
Yes.
feminine hers is. But every
Yes.
time on social media, I always see so many people love Carrie's. Like they love Carrie's wardrobe, especially with her
Yes.
shoes. She has
Yes.
the best shoe collection ever. So
No, for sure. Yeah, she was my favorite too. Like if I had to pattern myself after one, it would be Carrie for sure.
Carrie, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, was Carrie.
hmm
I'd like to ask, would you rather monochrome looks or bold color blocking?
Oh, definitely bold color blocking. I love color.
Yeah.
Although as I'm getting older, I've been leaning more towards monochromatic looks. I just like the neutral tones, grays, navies, browns, beige, tans. That's just a beautiful aesthetic as well. But I'm a bold girl. I love color.
Yes. I love that.
hmm
I'll add. So I actually also like to say I saw a girl, it was on Threads, and she had bold color blocking going on. It was like these tiny yellow spots in like
hmm
baby blue heels. And I was like, that actually looks cool. It was like I'm color blocking today. And I never really heard of color blocking until then actually.
Yeah, and it's been out for a while, and it comes back through each season, in a different form. But yeah, I've seen the Instagram reels and some footage of that as well, and it just looks so good, especially now, like in the summer, spring, fall too, but definitely like now because it's nice out and they're vibrant right now.
Mhm.
So,
Absolutely.
so New York fashion or Paris fashion?
Or I will have to say Paris, because again, that goes along with the aesthetic of Carrie. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
Paris and that France, they're way above the United States. They're way ahead of us. So I want to go with them.
Like,
Hands down. Hands down.
Oh, nice. Um, would you rather a diamond belt or decorative glasses?
Decorative glasses.
Decorative glasses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I have to wear them. So I would
Yeah.
love to like have it as an accessory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially when you have to wear them all the time. You don't want them throwing off your fit. You have the rest of
Exactly.
and then you don't want them throwing it off, so you got to get something where it's like decorative, so it go with your fit and stuff.
Exactly, for sure.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Your favorite fabric to work with?
To work with? Hmm. Okay, I can say this because I think I was telling you, Kiara, from the session that we had before with your teacher, is that I'm coming from being a stylist to a designer. And one of the fabrics I used to work with a lot when I was at Bloomingdale's and Saks, and just one of my personal favorite ones because you don't really have to iron it. It's very great with traveling. Is Ponte knit. It fits very nicely. It stretches. It has a stretch to it. It looks good on everyone. And again, it's like kind of wrinkle free, depending on how you pack it. But for the most part, it doesn't wrinkle. So Ponte knit would be the fabric that I love to work with.
I've never even heard of that Ponte knit.
Either. I
Yeah, look into
probably,
it.
but I haven't. Don't know what the name.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like stretchy, but not too stretchy. It's a very rich luxury fabric, and it's crazy because that's what I'm designing my first product with, Ponte knit.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Hmm. Yes.
I like that. Um, our last question for the fun section is: if your creativity had a color palette, what colors would it be?
Mm. These are great questions. Wow, I need to steal this for somebody else, like for my class. um, I would probably say bold again. I would say neons. I would say primary colors. Yeah, because I mean, I like to think outside the box. So, we used to like learn how to color and color inside the box. I like to step outside of the box. That's what I do for my clients. So when I think about dressing them, I think about, okay, how can I elevate them and have them wear colors or silhouettes that they never would choose. So I think to describe like my creativity in my mind, how I think it would definitely like be bold primary colors because it's interesting, it's exciting, it's vibrant, it's different. Because a lot of a client people that I've met, even just with as a sales associate and as a stylist, they're very comfortable with black. They're very comfortable with gray and navy. Very nice colors, don't get me wrong, but they're that comfort zone that keeps them hidden almost. But
Hmm.
when you have bold colors, it keeps you kind of like, whoa, you can't miss her going down the street because she has red on it. She has, or he has, a nice baby blue on. So yeah, I would definitely still stick with the bold colors.
I
Oh,
think all colors it does have a lot to do with how you think. And
Yes.
I was coming into like both self love and everything. I felt like it was only a couple colors, but the more I got into self love, the more I just got colorful.
Yes.
Things just changed. Now I just love pops of color. All of
Yes. Yeah, and you don't have to like go crazy with it. Like it could even be your lip color or your
hmm.
eyeshadow or your glasses or your headpiece. Or like her, the socks and the shoes, and she could wear all white. So you don't have to be like if you don't like too much, you can always just or a bag. Oh, definitely like a purse.
Oh,
You know the brand Telfar.
yes.
You know how many colors he has.
Bold, um, like colorful, like bags and big bags too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I have three. Of course, I had to get black, but I got that bubblegum pink one, and then
Oh,
I got that neon like highlighter green color.
oh,
Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, actually, I should take that to LA this week. Thank you for
yeah.
reminding me.
Time. Go out there, take it. Yeah, that's so cute. I love that. Cause oh my gosh, just giving me so much inspiration. Cause I'm trying to step out into color. I realize I don't color. Cause it like you said with the like blacks and stuff, it feels safe.
Yes,
So it's like you ain't really, especially if you like getting into styling, you don't really know how to put things together. It feels really safe.
yes,
Like if
yes.
you look right, people ain't got all their eyes on you. But with bold colors, everybody has they can't help but have their eyes on you.
Yes, and I
It,
bet you will get the most compliments with
yeah,
colors.
it's so true. Every time me and Kiara go out,
Hmm.
she wears like these beautiful like sundresses, yellow sundresses.
See, yep.
I mean, even like she wore her nice white. White can put you out there too. If you
Oh,
have
yeah,
yes,
it was
nice
giving people.
line,
yes.
and she stood everyone was like giving her compliments. It was just like, oh my gosh, she looked so nice. Like it stood her out. It was like
Yes.
I was like, man, I need to get into like because you feel like I love like not just for compliments, but I'm trying to get more into like my feminine type of styling now.
Absolutely. Yes.
I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone. So I'm like,
Mm.
okay, let me just like dibble and dabble and see. But she's definitely been my inspiration to like get out.
Oh, it's
Oh,
just timing.
I
Yeah,
love that. Y'all could go
they
shopping together, you know?
yes, yes,
That
we
would
should
be good. Be good.
definitely.
And
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a
we've
lot
been
of
things this summer.
Yeah.
yeah, for a
Good,
lot of
good.
going out a lot, and I just love sundresses. I just love
Me too.
Yeah, yes, it's so beautiful.
sundresses. You get. I've never had so many people compliment me that when I put on a dress, they just love the dresses. They love. I don't know. They just love women in dresses. I don't know. I
Yeah,
get a
it's
lot
just
of
a feminine touch, and I think because of like the trend that has come around, and nothing's wrong with it because I love it too on certain occasions. But like that skateboard Y2K trend with the oversized everything,
Hmm.
people love to see like a woman coming out looking like a woman, and you can see her silhouette, her shape. Obviously in a modest way, but that's kind of praise to see that. So I say go for it.
and I
Yes,
wear only like maxi dresses. They're all real long. Oh,
Yeah.
and I love how flowy they are too. So
Me
like when the
too.
sun is out and like the wind is out, and it just flows.
Yes.
It's good when it's hot because it's like
Yes.
you got cool air coming in. It's just perfect.
They are. They are.
But to
Y'all are
get
helping me pack for this week. No?
yes, oh gosh, it's gonna be hot and sunny and bright. Um,
Yes.
but
Yes.
some beginning questions for the interview
Mhm.
question I would like to ask for people just discovering Danielle Marshall. How would you introduce yourself and your journey?
Hmm. Okay. I guess it doesn't have to be one words, but it may be a little mix of one word and phrases. One, I would say for myself as a person and for my journey has been a risk taker. I was never afraid to like walk on the water or walk by faith, as the Bible says, and not by sight. Don't get me wrong, it has not been easy, but Danielle from childhood, from young adulthood till now in my 40s, has always been somebody that's able to be, okay, I want to explore, I want to try, I want to see if it works. Even after getting no's sometimes, I still would like want to continue to like, I don't know, I guess to say like try, and I guess the best word to say is to try and put myself out there. So in my journey and as a person, risk taking, outgoing, that has to kind of go with it because as a risk taker you have to be someone that's not afraid to have conversations, to talk to people, get to know people. I have been shy in my time and a little bit still am, but I've learned how to like speak up.
Mhm.
So I would say, with the risk taking and walking by faith, I've been outgoing and been able to like, share my journey, but also learn from other people and ask questions. So that's what I would say about me and my journey in
Okay.
in a nutshell.
now, what lessons from your early retail days still stay with you today?
Um, let's see. To be prepared, because when you are great at what you do, um, and you're in God's will, and God's will aligns with what you are being obedient to, things are going to happen fast for you. Things are going to excel fast. So I think one of the lessons I learned was to be prepared. When I left the DC area to come to New York, I wasn't prepared financially. I wasn't prepared mentally even. But when I got the promotion, everything happened so fast. I had to go and say, okay, God, my parents, my family, my church family, okay, like I'm about to leave because I got this huge opportunity. And, that would be my number one thing. I learned to be prepared. So you never know, like when you're in even moving to New York and when I was getting like certain photo shoot opportunities and meeting people, sometimes doing things for free, sometimes not. Things just happen quickly. So I had to learn how to really prepare and stay prepared, like stay ready. Very recently, I had a situation happen and I wasn't ready for it because I hadn't styled in that capacity in a while. And I won't say who the celebrity was, but I was, but I wasn't. And I think, Kiara, you know, my mom passed last year. And so I kind of like didn't have the drive anymore, really. I really had, and I'm still healing, but that was just a shock, not a shocker, but you know, I knew she was going, but you know, whenever she
You
goes,
prepare for
you lose.
that.
Yeah, you
Never
lose.
prepare.
Never,
Never.
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 So yeah, I had to learn to be prepared, and I'm still trying to always stay ready, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. Also, condolences to your mother. I know that's not
Thank,
easy. I mean, I
thank
know,
you.
it's like, parents, like, but it's just, you don't ever expect that to happen. You don't ever even want to
Mm-mm.
think of that happening. It just
Yeah.
always going to be here forever because they're your parents. So
Yes.
it's nothing that you're really always ready for. So,
No.
condolences to your mom.
Thank
But
you. Thank you so much.
of course, I would also like to ask, how would you describe the message behind your brand and creative vision?
Behind the Style Marshal.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is kind of exciting because my dad, who's 92 right now, has always been a super stylish person. So if I pattern myself after style, will be my dad. He actually still till this day, he's like, no, I'm the original Style Marshal. I'm like, he's 92. I'm just like, Dad, give it up. It's mine now. And so I got it from him. I would say my mom was a little bit more conservative. My dad loved color and he loved custom suits and expensive this. I mean, my parents definitely like I was spoiled, but they put me in beautiful pieces like dresses, and I mean I'm a pastor's kid, so you know we were always dressed. So I would say that originality of my style came from my family, came from my dad especially, and then Marshall came from like almost like a fashion police or like a marshal in the court system to make sure that you know things go accordingly in a court appearance. And so it was more so me being kind of like a fashion police, taken after my last name, which is Marshall. So as I was trying to figure out the company name, I was thinking about it. I had one, it wasn't hitting. So one of my girlfriends, she's an amazing business owner. And she came up with it herself. And she was just like, "What about the Style Marshal?" And I was like, "That's it." Like it just rang. So, you know, with the mix of my family and their style, and then my desire to see people look the best that they can. The tagline of my business is "You have a right to remain stylish." So no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've come from, you don't have to spend $1 million. You don't have to shop at Saks to look amazing. It's who's wearing it and who's confident, you know, how confident you are in what you're putting on and knowing who you are. So that's really what I try to instill and get out of my clients. Like, it doesn't matter your weight, if you lost it, if you gained, you still have a right. You're still beautiful. Men too. Handsome is going through a divorce or going through a loss like me. You still should wake up and feel like I have a reason and a right to look great and feel great with that.
I'm also, I agree so much with that because it's like, I'm like, you know what? My circumstances may be my circumstances, but I don't have
Yes,
to look like how my circumstances are right
for
now.
sure.
Take
For
down,
sure.
I
Hmm.
don't look like that. So I'm like, because
Yeah.
I'm trying to like, you know what? I may be going through this, but at least I still look good.
At least I got my flowy dress on.
Yes.
Yes.
Same thing with again going back to like Carrie Bradshaw, like she had a lot of like sticky situations and circumstances, but she always looked
Showed up.
good.
Yes,
She
she did.
always looked stylish. She always had her heels. Every
Yes.
she looked really really good. So
Yes, and that's like to your point, that's like knowing who you are outside and without the circumstances. Like
yes.
having your identity in who you are, who God made you to be, not in things. You know,
Hmm.
so she knew what everything that she was going through. She knew, okay, I still want to this is who I am. This is how I dress. This is how I look in my house with the gown hanging. That's what she did. It didn't change her because she knew who she was. So
Yeah,
that's the
absolutely.
difference. Mm-hmm.
You know, you say about you don't have to shop at a certain place, like a luxury place or a place that they be above the price point.
Right.
They'll look good. One of the dresses that I wear is like a yellow dress with like little blue flowers, and it's a maxi dress, and I get
Mm-hmm.
so many compliments on that dress, and it costs like $30 at Amazon. I
See?
get I love it's like my new favorite dress, and I have a dress that's $90, but that's like my favorite dress, really, the $30
Yeah.
dress.
Yeah, you could have gotten it from a thrift store. It could have been a hand-me-down, but it's who's wearing it. If it looks good on you, it fits you, there's no stopping you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, what also I would like to ask, what separates your styling approach from others in the industry?
That's a good question too. Um, I mean, I feel like it's similar, but I think because I was gifted with an eye for detail, and I'm sure other stylists do as well. But I literally, when I'm talking to my clients, when I'm getting to know them, asking them personal questions, things like that, I really feel like I guess my gift of encouragement, if that makes sense, my gift of just being a listening ear, um, my gift of just affirming them
Mhm.
before they even put the outfit on. I think that makes me different and helps me to stand out because I'm constantly speaking life into them, if
Right.
that makes sense. So I'm speaking to, if they're being negative, I'm being positive. If they're being pessimistic, I'm being optimistic. That had none of that has anything to do with telling them what to wear. That has everything to do with the person. And I think I focus my attention on the person, who they are, because once they get that and they understand that portion, no matter what they've been through, they will be open to wearing whatever or trying whatever. So I think I would say that's different. I'm not in it for the money. I will say this, because it's not glamorous either. And something I teach my students at FIT, I told them, what is your why? Like, are you doing it just to make money? Are you doing it because you just love fashion? Neither one is enough to be grounded and kept in this industry. You have to love people, you have to like people, you have to understand different personalities. And I legit love people. I love people. Now, do I always want to be around them? No. But especially the ones that are kind of difficult, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I have a genuine heart for people. Like, I can meet them today on the street or at the grocery store, at the gas station, and have a conversation. So I think that makes me different because it's not about the labels and all that stuff and trying to get in their pockets and making them a retainer client. But it's really about building a relationship. So that's the building a relationship is my approach first before I even get into styling them.
Yes, absolutely. I
Mhm.
wholeheartedly agree.
Okay.
Yes.
How do you balance your personal life, such a fast-paced career in
Um, well, I had to learn that.
Oh,
And I will say I've taken time to use, I mean, especially when I first started, we didn't have all of these different apps, right? We didn't
fashion?
have Notion. We didn't have all this. Oh God, we didn't have AI back then either. So I've learned to be better at scheduling. I've learned to the time management is key. I've always been organized though, so I never had to worry about that. But and then as I had the process of becoming a teacher at FIT and meeting students, I was able to leverage having assistants. So having the help of one or two assistants at a time, that helped me to balance as well. So I can do my own thing, work, take care of family, which would be my mom at the time, and then my dad because he's in DC, so I've had to learn that throughout the whole process, really. So I think it's just with the help of utilizing the tools that we have now that's really helped me. I've always been a stickler for writing things down. I tell my students that too, even though we have the option of notes and Notion and, we have, you have Firefly taking notes for us or recording this for us. I still like to write things down. I
Mhm.
like to see it. I like to cross it off. I'm that type of person because it makes me feel good that I accomplished it. And I'm like, oh, check it off, next thing.
Mhm.
So I think just with all the tools I've learned to balance well.
Absolutely. Oh, I love that. That's so
Mhm.
good. Um,
Addiction. I've been watching Kimora Lee, her old show back in the day,
I,
where it's a reality show fashion, her fast-paced life, and it's been really, really interesting. I really enjoyed it. And
Yeah.
that's two assistants at a time. It's just so much happening, and so much support, so much of a team that she's built.
Yes, you said it. And thank you for saying that because it does help support. Now, the systems of support, but having a community around you, maybe some friends that hold you accountable to say, okay, I think you're doing too much. I think you need to take a break. I think you need to rest. I think you need to, slow down.
yeah,
So
because
community is very important. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, sorry. Because it was like, sometimes when you get so caught up in it that it's
Yeah,
like you really realize like that you like are over exerting
for
yourself.
yourself.
So
Yes.
your friends are noticing, especially your good friends are noticing you, and they're like,
Yes.
I think you need to slow up a little bit, and you don't even realize
Yes.
because you so in it, and then sometimes you be so in your head, and it'd be like, you know what, you're right. I actually need to like. It's kind of like you literally like the Tasmanian devil, like literally just going like
Yes.
like literally
Yeah.
you like stop spinning and like
Yes.
ground you and calm down. So I actually agree. It's good to have a good community of people and support that's like letting you know when you're doing too much, when you could
Yes.
do more, and like you said, just holding you accountable. I really agree with
For sure.
that. But I also like to ask too, what does luxury mean to you beyond clothing and labels?
Man, y'all got some good questions. Y'all making me think today. Luxury beyond clothes and labels. Okay. So I think I have answered this throughout my the questions you've asked already. Is confidence. And boldness. So when you think of luxury, let's just say for clothes and labels, it's quality.
Hmm.
You're going to spend money. It's labels that are above others, that are above the rest. Like, why should I pay $1,000 for whatever, 1,000 thread count sheets as opposed to 100 thread count that I can get from Target? Why? Because of the feeling, because of the durability of it. So let's forget the labels, forget the designers and clothing, but take that to the person, the body. Luxury to me is someone that is confident, uh, bold, someone that uh, has longevity in their purpose. Like they know what they're supposed to be doing and they stick to it. They're focused. And it doesn't have to be a person. I'm just using a person for right now. Outside of that, but when I think of it, I think luxury is. I think of quality. I think of standing out above the rest. I think of durability. I think of longevity. I think of someone not giving up, someone that has persistence and influence, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the best way I can answer it.
Hmm. Oh, I love that.
I've never been asked that before, so I hope I did okay.
No, you did great.
Okay, I'll ask, how do you ensure every project still reflects the style Marshall touch?
What's the last word you said? The style marshal. Okay. Um, every project. So I have a thing for, and I tell my students this as well, uh, follow up. I'm big on follow up, right? So we can all finish a job, complete a job, but okay, that's it. Peace. Have a nice day. Um, I'd like to check in. So I think for me, once a project is done or I'm finished with the client, even if I'm not checking in about what I suggested for them to wear, I'm taking mental note when I talk to them. I'm putting in my calendar what's coming up for them. So I'm going to remember to say happy anniversary or to say happy birthday. Those are things that I feel like give exceptional customer service. So that's something that I leave with every project and leave with every client is pursue exceptional customer service. So let's just say, even if the outfit didn't work out or we didn't find anything, I want to follow up and see how did everything work? How did it go? You know, if they have to wear something out of their closet because I couldn't find anything for them, I'm following up to make sure that they're still good. And again, everything that I've said so far always goes back to the person. Like we're not hired to be robots, and we're not hired, robots are not hiring us. We are all humans, we are all people, we are all going through something, whatever, different, could be more than the person, but we all have to remember my signature for me is that I always want to make sure that the person is, when they come in, welcomed, when they leave, that they want to come back and they want to experience me again, the love, the encouragement, the luxury, in the brand as well. So yeah, I would say the follow up for me is how I my signature in each project.
I love that. That made me really like when you were saying like how you are very about, you know, the customer service following up and everything. When you were saying that, that made me like, I was just imagining like if I was working with you and you was doing that for with me, it would make me want to actually work with you again because it shows that you actually care about your client.
Care.
And
Yes.
that's not something that you really get a lot, especially
Yes.
in dealing with the industry. So
Yes.
I think, you know, to me, that would show me, okay, this is somebody I believe I need to keep in my corner because, yeah, maybe have possibly not have worked out, you know, before, but maybe it could work out again. You know, maybe we could do something again. It would make me want to keep you on my team, honestly, if that was just me. But
Oh,
yes.
yeah, no, it's really that it just reflects back to the person.
Mhm.
And it makes them feel like you care. It's not about their pockets, their checkbook, but
Care about
yeah,
your
it's
too.
mm-hmm.
Yes, you care about your work, which is really good. I would
Yeah.
like to also ask.
I was added
Uh,
real quick.
oh
I want
yes.
to on the follow up part from my own experience on, place really following up until they actually care. Besides just finances, is when my cat died. She like recently died, Diamond. She
Oh,
came past. Thank you. It was terrible, completely unexpected. When
oh
she died, I
wow.
did everything I could to save her, like everything, holistic, doctor, manifest, everything in the world about to do to save
Mm,
her. And I was talking to the company that was about holistic, kind of like mushrooms and like lavender or just things from the ground, plants and things that would be
mm-hmm.
healthy for our bodies and maybe
Yeah.
help so things like that. Things like that. And I was talking to them on the phone, I was emailing them and they were helping a lot and they were great. And they cost a good amount of money. I took out
Sure.
debt and I can't stand debt. But I took out debt to help her. I took out credit to help her.
Wow.
It's like bottles of but sadly it still didn't work. She still passed. But I let them know that she had passed because I was in talks with them, and they sent some real nice email about about what happened. And then a month later, they sent a handwritten card in the mail about
Wow.
how sorry they were. And I just thought that was great, and it was just such a follow up.
Beautiful.
So they don't have to do that either. The handwritten card, it was handwritten. I was like, guys, do it.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. That's how it should be. That's and not like moving on to the next customer or moving on to the next client. Like, okay, that's a wrap. That's a gig. I'm moving on. This is how people want to come back to you and your service. Whatever we do, whatever we're doing, it's how we begin and it's how we end.
Yes, I so agree.
Yeah.
Um, so when did you truly realize your worth, not just creatively but financially as well?
Mm. So I will say the moment that I was able to style for the Oscars. That has been my first and only time so far. But I literally said when I left, I was just like, my prices have gone up because the crazy story really quickly is, do you guys know Questlove?
Yes.
The drum, yeah, from the Roots and stuff. So his manager reached out because his mother was going, he was taking his mother to accompany him because he had this documentary out a couple years ago and it was nominated. So the mom wanted to be styled. He wanted to pay to get her styled. So someone reached out to me, referred me. I met her in Bergdorf Goodman, right in the city, and we hit it off. Like she's even to this day, we still talk. She checks on me like a mother. Yes, and this was like 3 years ago.
So,
So yeah, so what happened was, he's nominated. When you're nominated, you don't know if you're gonna win or not.
mm,
So we I got this dress for her. I went to LA with them, dressed her for the day. We sat and watched at his penthouse, like at a hotel that we stayed at, and we're watching the Oscars. This is the time, I don't know if y'all remember when Will Smith smacked, I think it
oh,
was,
okay.
remember that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Rock.
it was,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. So it
Mm.
was then, and his category came up right after that. So we're watching, and then he comes up, he wins. And so we're screaming, and the craze from that point, because first of all, she was already on the red carpet with him. But once he won, again, we did not know. So the fact that I was called when he won and I was able to dress her, like that dress was all over the place. Like millions of people saw her. So I was just like, wow, like, yeah, Danielle, you got it. I had to pat my back, all glory to God. Like, thank you, God, for the opportunity. Look, I don't take anything like it's just me, but I definitely was just like, you did that, and prices are going up.
Yes. That's so great. I love that story.
Yeah, and I think too, not just about the money. I want to say that, like, yes, prices went up, and yes, I got paid for that time, right? But what was made me feel worthy is the follow-up from her, from the
Mhm.
mother. The fact
Yeah.
that she still checks in 3 years later. I literally talked to her this year. I say maybe a couple months ago, and she was just like, you was on my mind. And she's an older woman too, like I think in her 80s.
Mhm.
And we talked. I was like, oh my gosh. So that to me is like, okay, Dan, you are worth this journey and this your purpose for this, your purpose to work with not just affluent and influential people and celebrities, but you have a gift and you should treasure it. And that also helps me to not um what's the word, entertain people that want to play around either. Like if you're going to play around with my time, not value it, not be really sure that you want to go on this styling journey, like I don't have time for that.
Right. No.
So yeah, it kind of weeds out the people that shouldn't be around, if that makes sense. My like the price point helps with that. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
I can't really afford her, but the right people will be able to afford you. So
Yes, that's true. That's
mhm.
very. Mhm.
I like to ask, did you ever undervalue your services early in your career? And if so, what changed?
Definitely. But I think I said this too at the beginning. I believe some people don't, but a lot of people, as well as myself, believes that you kind of have to work for free at the beginning to show up, to show your valuable worth ethics. So at the beginning, I knew I had to do that. And with me learning and getting expertise, there was a time when I would say there was one instance when I was doing movies a lot.
Mhm.
I undervalued my time. I was a costume PA, and the work that they do, I mean, it's 12 hours, right?
Right.
And it's not a lot of money. And I'm driving all over the place, doing returns, coming back, doing inventory.
That's a lot.
Yes. And
That's a
at
lot.
that moment, but that didn't, I undervalued myself for a short amount of time because I'm like, I'm not doing this. Like, this is
Mm.
too much. Like, I wasn't going to keep doing the reason. I think when it changed for me was when I was asked to come back on for another movie as a costume PA. And I told them no. I prayed about it and I felt God was like, no, like you've excelled and exceeded this position now. Now it's time for you to grow at another level. So I said no. The money was okay, but I still was just like, I've mastered this season. Now it's time for me to, grow,
Mm-hmm.
and learn more. The fact that I said no was a blessing in disguise, because maybe a month or so later, I was offered another position at a higher title, at a higher level. And that's the one that I took. But
Yes.
if I said yes to the other one, I would have still been in that. Because movies, I mean, you can be working for a film for like months. Could be a month, could be 2 months, could be 6 months, could be a year.
Mm-hmm.
So once you say yes, you're stuck,
Yeah.
unless, things don't work out between you and the costume designer. But I'm glad that I said no. So it was a very short time when I undervalued my worth, but I learned quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm glad I said no, because I was able to grow and learn other levels of costuming.
Abs- That's yes. I would do the same thing. That's a lot of work.
Oh, it is long days, and you can even be
That.
overtime. So it could go from 12 to 14 hours.
Oh
Yeah.
my
It was a
goodness.
lot. It was a
Oh,
lot. But I learned a lot, but
Oh yes. Absolutely agree. Um,
mhm.
um yeah, Carrie, you already asked your question, right?
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Mhm.
So I would like to ask, how important is financial literacy for creatives and entrepreneurs today?
Super important. Like, should be number one. I wasn't great in that area. I mean, even down to like moving from DC, just not knowing what should I've saved, how should I budget, how, like, I just wasn't prepared. Thank God for my dear mother who supported me, found the apartment, paid for my rent for months before I could myself. It's very important. Even, I mean, just to balancing your check, having a budget, honestly, as an entrepreneur too, especially living in New York, you have to have some type of support or backing, because there are times, like for me in fashion, January, right after Christmas. So like January, February, maybe March, very slow months. Even in the film industry, very slow months. So you have to have something going on to be able to still make money, or have a savings to be able to live. Especially if you want to live nice and don't want to live in a box. You want to have something as support, financial support. So yeah, it's super important for creatives to learn it, to have possibly a financial advisor or financial friend, someone that is good with accounting and things like that, that maybe you don't have to pay. It's just one of your homegirls or homeboys, and they can help you out with that, because budgeting is very significant. Like, what you're going to eat after you paid this, because you got to get, for whatever you're doing, you got to get inventory, you got to get stuff to start your business. So yeah, having that financial person, financial advisor, to help you with, be smart with your, and wise with your spending.
Absolutely. I
Mhm.
agree so much. Oh, okay. So we would like to go in with some celebrity questions.
Mhm.
So that I would like to ask is, who has been your favorite celebrity to style so far, and why?
I'm probably gonna say the person that's been in my life the longest, and I don't know if it's the longest, but I still style her. Joy Reid from MSNBC, who she's not on there anymore. She had a show for like years. I met her, I think, about 4 years ago, going on 5 now, and now she has her own show on YouTube, because she was fired from MSNBC early part of last year.
Mhm.
So I would say her, because we're family, and I have styled someone else longer than her, but Joy and I have been more so like family. Um, just what we built from the first time we met is crazy, because the first time we met, when she was just like introducing me as a stylist before it was like official,
Mhm.
it was around COVID. She was going to the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and I was dressing her for it. I was in her hotel. She had, I guess, previously gotten tested for COVID. before I left her, she found out on the phone that she had it. And so she was kind of distraught. She was upset. She was crying. She felt bad because I was around her. You know, she had just got her makeup done. So just that moment sealed it for us. And I knew there was going to be longevity in this relationship because, you know, I calmed her. Remember I told you about the encouragement part? I calmed her down. I was like, it's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Don't worry about me. You know, what do you want to do? What can I do for you? At that time, it wasn't about even the dress because I was prepping everything. But I stopped and I actually asked her, I was like, can I pray for you? And she was like, yeah. And so I prayed for her. She calmed down. And then she had got back on the phone to like let her assisting people know what the results were and things like that. And yeah, so I think our relationship from then is where I think then I was able to build trust with her. And that's a huge part of building relationship. Like the people got to trust you to look at them naked, to have their credit card information, all of that. So I would say her. I feel like out of her as well, I met a lot more people. I have been in, actually, her colleague is the reason why I got the Oscars invite. So a lot of open doors came from my relationship with Joy. Like if I was a blessing to her, which she's told me I am, she was that much more a blessing to me. So it's a relationship which I value, guys, and which you should value is reciprocity. You know, when you can give and you get some back. Now, granted, there'll be times and seasons where you give and you pour and nothing's coming, but just mark my words, it's being recorded. What you're doing for someone else, putting yourself on the back burner and putting somebody else first, you're going to be rewarded for that. And so I believe some of my reward came from her. So I think she's the reason why she would be my favorite right now. Or period, honestly, because a lot of open doors.
Oh, I love that so much. That's why I've learned now that I'm because me and Kiara are graduating very soon. She's graduating in August. Thank you. I'm graduating
Congrats.
actually in a couple. Graduating on the 4th, but
wonderful.
Thank you. But I've realized we both realized actually that like that's why I not just networking but building relationships with people and keeping up relationships is so important because that's how me and Kiara started with this. We both in, a meeting. We're both part of a program where they host like these meetings and stuff, and we got to go to this one with this one. Her name is Joy. She's a speaker. She was the speaker there, and she was teaching us how to overcome imposter syndrome. And I'm the type of person, I like to come to the places early before it gets so packed. So I had went, and she was there too, and she complimented me on my jacket. I had bought this nice burgundy like fur type jacket, and she had complimented me on it. She was like, "Oh, I like your jacket," and then from there we just hit it off.
Oh, wow.
Up about like our experiences with like self-love and everything that just we've been through so far. And, we were talking with Joy. We were talking with one of the program hosters who hosted the whole event, and they was just saying, you guys should start like a podcast. You guys start like a club or something, you know. And then from there we had just started this and everything, and we're still friends even like when we're
love it.
This or you know me here like this or whatever, or we're not doing like our own like little like thing. We still like are like friends. Like we still like go out and hang out. Like we literally just went to a graduation ball the other day and had so much fun and line dancing, and it was just really, 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 really fun. So yeah, I mean, it's just like she's like my bestest friend now.
I love it. I love it.
And we helped overcome a lot. Just how like you and Joy helped each other overcome things. You helped her overcome. We helped you with, you know, you being able to style at the Oscars. That's so amazing. Like,
oh God,
Sarah has helped me with so much with just, you know, like putting myself out there, being to speak up more. When we first started, we was trying to put the word out. She's the business one. She was like, we gotta go out here. We gotta do brand. We gotta, all this type of stuff. So we like
Yes.
I'm creating flyers and things like that, and then
Yes.
just going out and telling people about it and spreading the word, and it to be like very courageous. I had to learn how to like speak up because I'm shy too. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like, I would like to be in my like real reserve, be in my own little bubble. But I was like, if I want to be in big doors, we got to be in big rooms. We got to learn how to speak up. We got to learn how
That's
to.
right.
So I was just like, I was just gonna have to get over it. So it was nerve wracking, but I was like, well, at least I got Kira here, and I'm like, I just have to
Oh,
do it. So I was
You
like,
shy, but I'm like, to me, it's easy. Like there was one lady we were trying to market to, and she seemed kind of like busy, going through something. But I kept talking after her. I was like, you
yeah.
made me leave her alone. She kept going, and I was like, I was going, I don't know. But she was like, it's because of you. It's because you're here. And I'm like, is it? Like, I think it's you.
I love
But
it.
so sweet.
yeah, I
I
can
love
tell.
it. And you just balance off each other. You know, what one doesn't have, the other has. And it works. It just works.
Yeah, like I always tell her all the time. Like she's like the sun, and I'm like the moon.
Mm-hmm.
There you
she's She radiates like positivity. She's outgoing, stuff like that, and it causes me to be more outgoing. I'm more like reserved
yes.
to myself. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
I
it's
love it.
overall that just goes to show why it's so good to like, when you build relationships,
Mm-hmm.
just relationships and keeping up with them and actually being like very genuine. And it's so great when both parties are genuine, like you said, they like
Yes.
hey, they
Yes.
the same energy off to each other. It's
No,
so,
for sure.
so great.
I love it.
Thank
I had
you.
two good things about her. Mariah is really thoughtful. She's always doing these sweet, thoughtful things, like sweet little surprises for me, but I never catch on. And I'm like, you just gotta tell me.
Aw.
Because she
Yeah,
like she brought a bag to hold my flats, to hold my heels so I could wear flats. And I was like, I didn't bring my flats, but she's always thinking of me. Always. I'm like,
Mm.
you gotta let me know because I'm not catching it.
yeah. Even when we were at the ball, I was like, I waited for her. I got there early, and I waited
Mm-hmm.
to what? I'm the type of friend where it's like, if we go together, we leave together.
That's
I don't
right.
that I
Good.
do,
We
and
need
then
more
like
people like that.
I feel guilty. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
something happened, so I was. A good thing I did that because like we had to go in another way than we thought,
Mm-hmm.
and good thing that I did because she didn't know where to
Oh,
go that way before. So let me,
Mm.
it just would I would have felt bad if she would have been by herself and lost. So yeah, but
Wow. I love that. And you guys are how old again?
I'm
I'm
26.
Wait, what you say?
I'm 26.
Okay, and
I'm 22.
okay, I love it. This is
They,
so good. And even their name, like brilliant, is it Brilliant Black Beauties?
Yes.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the name behind it and having two beautiful black beauties come together to do it. And actually, I just love the mission, your purpose, and what you're doing. It's so great. And our community is beautiful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
That's so
Hmm.
that's so sweet.
It's
I'll
true.
ask the next question. When styling celebrities or public figures, how much of the look is about personal style versus public image?
Mm, great question. Um, Personal style is, I would say for me, if I did it percentage wise, personal style would be like probably 75 to 80%. Because it has to look good on the person, and they have to feel good about wearing it in order for it to for them to look confident and it looks to look right in the public. So I would say, and of course, if they don't have that yet, when I meet them, I help them find it. I give them options. Again, I try to have a presentation to where it kicks them out the box of what they normally do. Because for Joy, first of all, when I came aboard, so many people was just like they could change, they could tell that she got a stylist, and they could tell, well, she looks so much better. They always wanted her to have a stylist because of the way she was dressing, even down to like hair and makeup, because everything, she got a whole new crew. So everything shifted. So, I mean, with knowing her and learning her and her body type and the things that she doesn't like for instance, she doesn't like to wear turtlenecks or mock neck. She just doesn't like anything on her neck. So part of me was just like, because a good turtleneck with, I like be fire with a suit but I had to like exit that out. But I know that's not going to work for her. So imagine if I gave her something and she had to wear it because, we didn't have nothing else. She would not feel comfortable. She would not feel even present. I mean, she wouldn't be herself. So that's why I say personal style is definitely hands down more important because you want them to show up as their authentic self, not in discomfort, if that makes sense. So the
Yeah.
public eye, yes, okay, great. We want to make sure she got on good colors or she's current. Make sure she's current. But as long as it matches who she is. So when she does present herself on a red carpet or in a appearance where she's speaking or an engagement like that, she's not even focused on how she looks because she feels good. She feels good inside out.
Yes, absolutely. I love
Mm-hmm.
it so much. I would also like to ask, what's the key to building trust with high profile clients?
Hmm. I probably would say conversation and getting to know them.
Mhm.
So one of the things that is very important for a stylist or image consultant, personal shopper, is to come up with a client questionnaire.
Mhm.
And that questionnaire, I teach this in my class. That questionnaire, you ask 1,001 questions. Now you can have a shorter one for something simple, but when you're building this client, a relationship with a client, they're going to be yours. There's a building of a client questionnaire that's questions from, are you allergic to certain fabrics? What part of the body do you not like to show? What part do you love to show? Who's your favorite fashion designers or icons? Where do you usually shop? I mean, the list goes on and on. So getting to know your client through the client questionnaire or intake form, some people call it, and having a discovery call.
Mhm.
From this is from the beginning, right? This is how you start to build trust because you're asking them a bunch of questions, and most of the time, I mean, people like to talk about themselves. Especially if you're coming to help, they want the help, so they're going to tell you as much information as you want or as you require. So I would say that's the first way in authentically getting to know them.
Mhm.
How many kids do you have? Where do you work? What's your profession? What colors do you like? What colors do you not like? um Having that like personal encounter, almost like if you're going on a date, you're getting to know that person to see if you want to date them, go to the second date, right?
Mhm.
Same thing. So if they if they say something that's off or weird, it's just like yeah, no, don't think I can, so just knowing, having the right questions to ask, that builds the trust from the beginning. And then as time goes on, and you start to dress them, you start to style them, and they start to get compliments. They start to like their new body and their new look. That right there is icing on the cake. Your trust is built because the husband, the wife, the kids, the grandparents, the people that will tell them the truth are saying you look good.
Mhm. Yeah.
So the compliments is going to help them build trust with you.
Uh,
The compliments from other people off the street. One of the ladies I had, I mean, this is for every client, but one of I'm remembering her. She does a lot of like church engagements. I mean, she works, but she does like Bible studies, women's events and stuff. And I changed her look. Actually, she had her closet already done. She had shopped for the most part, but I went through and created outfits for her. She started to wear those outfits. Now, I came into her home, so that was trust right there. But once she started wearing the outfits and she had people from the church or friends saying, "Oh, I need that. Where did you get that? Who's dressing you?" That's how it should be. So when you hear that, that's all the trust that you need.
yes.
You start to build the trust because what you're doing for this person is working.
Yes.
It's working
Also,
in a positive way. Mm-hmm.
that we're talking about like the questionnaires and stuff that you ask. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like not only good for building trust with them, but like also for you to feel, okay, can I like basically trust them too, and work with, like helping you figure out, okay, how you gonna work with them and things like that. It's
Yes,
out too, and like know what you're getting yourself into, which
exactly.
is really good.
Oh yeah, I tell my students that all the time. The more you know, the more confident you're going to be in working for them and
Yeah.
doing your job and showing up with the right clothes in the fitting room. You got to ask the questions.
Oh yes, absolutely, 100%.
Hmm.
I love that.
Do men and women communicate their fashion needs differently during fitting?
Oh, for sure. Men don't know. Men do not. That's easy. Easy, easy. They don't know and they don't care. Like, I mean, they care, but it's nowhere near like a woman. Oh my gosh, we go through so much. Go through so much. So that's an easy question. Two different ends of the spectrum. Men don't know, they don't care as much. Women are very, very, some of them, most of them are very like, especially if they've had a lot of body changes or if they're smaller or if they're bigger, they gain weight. They're definitely more into the process.
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Oh my god,
Mhm.
that's nothing. It just like that, I don't know. I think for some men, like they don't really be caring that much as like women do.
No way.
But I would like to ask, because if there's anybody watching who is like inspired, like a stylist just like you, um I would like to, like, 'cause I would like to know, like, has it have you ever had a situation where like a client didn't like anything that you had pulled for them, and if so, like how did you handle?
Great question. I've been asked this too. Yes, I have. I would when it didn't work out. Basically, this is the customer service that comes up. Is I either will refund because the deposit is usually non-refundable, but if it's something a lack of mine, I would refund the deposit. Um, that if like they still want to work with me, but before that, I will say, well, if we have time to keep looking, then I will keep looking until they're happy. If we don't have time, then I will offer the deposit back. So then they basically kind of use my service for free. That's the best that I can do because I did not deliver, so I can't expect for them to still pay. Now granted, I did a lot of work, but I would have to, if it's, especially if it's somebody that's my client, then I honestly, I mean, we work together already. They usually don't do a deposit. Once I find them something, I send an invoice, they pay me. That does not happen much for me though, thank God. Like I usually hit it on the nail, thank God. Because of, my gift and especially getting to know the person. It's pretty, I don't have that much. But when I did, I would just, apologize. I would keep trying to no avail. And then if it doesn't work out, then I just give the money back. It's a
Mm-hmm.
fair trade.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and it keeps like the customer service good too.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, because
Yes.
that also too will probably help them. Like, actually, would probably want to work with her again. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it also to have integrity.
absolutely. It's huge.
Yeah.
And as an entrepreneur, huge. And something else, like if I didn't do the deposit, I would, let's just say they want to keep working for me, I would give them a discount off of the next service.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yes. Yeah. People love customer service. And once customer service is great, it's guaranteed to keep you good.
Yes. They'll be your repeat client.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Gonna ask because I definitely got to ask this question. Even though we talked about it in class a little bit, but what was your first reaction when you found out you'd be styling more customers?
Oh, I fell off the bed. I literally fell off the bed. I could
Girl,
not
I would have
believe it.
passed out.
No, for real. And I had to get myself together because I'm just like, okay, you need to take notes. You need to know what you're doing. Don't like you got to show up and show up right. So my first reaction was shock. Um, because I've always been a fan of his from a child. Definitely like he was like crush from high school, college, like even to this day. He's just a fine Black man. God bless his wife. Amen.
Yes.
So yeah. So but yeah, I would say shock, and then but immediately I had to like put my, entrepreneur hat on, and and really kind of talk to the stylist, Jay Bowling. So what did I need to do? Get the instructions and go from there. But it was an amazing experience. Amazing experience. I'll never forget it. And he was one of the first celebrity clients I worked with when I came to New York. So it was great.
I'm asking a follow-up question. Was he a fine person?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
You look like you smell good.
Yes. That is just nice guy, friendly, like, chill, calm, like just
Real
he's great.
suave.
Yes, that's a perfect word.
Real like
Always
suave.
stayed working. Always stayed working and never in any drama. None of those type of things.
Exactly. No
Yeah.
scandal,
Family man.
respectable family man. Exactly. He was raised right. You could tell.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Oh,
Absolutely.
okay. um, okay. I would like to ask what if you had any like one business advice for like like a young aspiring like art a stylist like you, what is like one business lesson that every stylist should learn like early?
Find a mentor.
Mhm.
Find someone that you can shadow.
Mhm.
Some of my students actually did the very thing with me, and they were willing to work for free. They were willing to learn from me. They were willing to come to the shoots and help. And I'm that type of person that I value people's time. So even if I or the company, whoever, could not pay them, I would make sure they were fed, they had transportation. So make sure you find a mentor, even if you don't have that one-on-one with them. If it's somebody virtual, if it's somebody like, because everybody's doing like digital classes and some type of ebook or something like that. Follow them, find them, follow them, read their work, read their stories, learn from them, shadow them if you can, DM them, do a cold DM. Some people it works for, some people it doesn't, but find a mentor. That's
Mhm.
a number one thing. Find a mentor. That's the advice I will always give, is find somebody who's done what you were has been where you want to go.
Yes, absolutely. I agree
Mhm.
about.
The last main question for the ending fun questions I have is what exciting fashion projects are you currently working on?
Ooh, so that's my design. My first it's not a clothing line yet, but my first design, which is one of the favorite things I love to wear, which is a jumpsuit. So I during COVID pandemic, we were just all stuck in the house. I remember I was praying, and God gave me an amazing idea how to construct a jumpsuit, because with the jumpsuit you got to take the whole thing off to go to the bathroom. So he gave me this idea to do it where you don't have to take the whole thing off. So it's a huge project of mine. I've been working on it for several years now. I see light at the end of the tunnel right now. I've been in conversation with I am going through a company called Stitch Texas, based out of Austin, Texas. So they've been working with me. I have samples. They're working on my grading, which is the sizing of what's going to look like for extra small to extra large. Working with who can produce it now, and working with who can fulfill it, so I don't have to do it myself. So it's huge passion project right now. I cannot wait to launch it. My website is done. I'm just ready to like not just make money, because I'm excited about that, but I'm excited to see people in my clothes. I'm super excited. And that's, a subsidiary under the Style Marshal. So I'm excited.
Oh, great. I love that. Oh, I love jumpers.
And yes, and you know what? I'm leveraging the clientele, the celebrity clientele that I have, to promote it for me. So I'm going to get them to market it. I'm going to get them to do a commercial so that people will buy it because they're wearing it. Yeah. So
That's so smart. I love that. That's so smart. Yeah.
Yes, I need to be viral. I need to sell out, and I need to just keep making it. That's
Yeah.
it. And building upon it, So.
I absolutely agree. Now on to the fun ending questions.
Hmm.
I would like to ask, what's one fashion trend you hope never disappears?
Hmm. What should I say? I would say uh minimalist. And I know that's different from what I've been talking about with colors. And even though it's safe, but the minimalist trend works in all genres and across the board. So for instance, you can't wear a lot of bright colors in I don't know about court, but like as a lawyer, or you can't wear a lot of bright colors in certain industries, job industries, right? So I would say minimalist needs to stay because it's simple, it's safe, it's classic,
Mm-hmm.
and it works for everyone, from men to women, even kids, so I would say that one. I would want that to stick, even though I don't wear it all the time, but it works for every genre, literally.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying. So it needs to stay, and it makes sense to stay.
Yes. I like the old chic like 90s corporate type dress suits that they
Mm-hmm.
advertise in the magazines and stuff.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I like those a lot with the heels and stuff that they wear. That's
Oh,
really
yes. Yes.
Mhm.
And I mean, when you think about it, interview, what do they say? Black, navy, gray, maybe a pinstripe, for certain companies,
Yes.
so you can't always wear a bright red suit to an interview or to work, period, So minimalist should stay. It needs to stay. I don't always wear it. I do love it though. It is still chic, clean, soft. Yeah, so it will be that one.
Okay.
And what's one fashion trend you would retire immediately?
I think it has retired. Not sure it's gonna come back. I hope it doesn't come back. And I don't know if it's really a trend, but it's just a style. It was more so skinny jeans. This the skinny look. Um, it could retire and it could stay retired as far as I'm concerned. Well, that would be a trend. The skinny look. I know everybody's not into the oversized. I know everybody's into wide legs, but wide legs or boot cut is a classic style anyway, too, right? So, I mean, to each his own. To me, skinny is just, I don't know. I don't know if I could go back now that it's gone. It probably will come back, and I'm got rid of all of my skinny jeans. So
Hey,
hopefully, I'll be upset because now I have to buy it again. But I think that it could retire
I'm
the
more
skinny.
the wide leg now. I used to do the skinny jeans like back 2016, 2017. That's when it was like popular.
Oh yeah,
But now it's like I'm more so like the wide leg or like the flowy pants. I really
yes,
a lot too, cause like I'm
yes,
more into my more feminine era. Not saying
hmm,
aren't feminine, but it's just I don't know. I like the flowiness of it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And think about it too. For a lot of body types, flare, boot cut, wide leg, cargo works for people that may be heavier set at the bottom or got thick thighs and don't want to show their legs, or it works for everyone, to be honest. It just depends on the style that you choose, the style of like wide leg. But yeah, I think that would be my answer. Because
No, I
honestly, a lot of the trends, they tend to repeat and come back. I mean, one thing that I think is staple is like the classic chic, like
mhm.
you said, the suits and you know um kind of like a line, and that's those things are not going to go anywhere. Then when you think of like patterns, leopard wearing pearls, that stuff is it's never going to go out. It's just they may wear it differently, put embellishments and pearls and stuff, but those are like classic.
Mhm. I, I agree.
Mhm.
Um, I would also like to ask, um, the what's your favorite color to style? You could pick one color.
Hmm. I would say red, or Oh well, Joy would laugh at this. I would say green because she said she's Delta, but she'd be like, "You love to put me in pink and green, the AKA colors," and I'm like, "No, but these colors look so good on you." I would say red and green. And I would say, but you said favorite, so I gotta pick one. Maybe more so leaning towards red because I mean, sorry, green because red doesn't work for like depending on your hair color and your skin undertones of your skin. It doesn't work for everyone. Green is pretty a significant color that can go across the boards of complexion and undertones. It just depends on the color of green. So I do love green. Green just is beautiful. Like I love Kelly green, forest green, hunter green. The green is just
Love
it
jade.
works across the board. It literally works. I mean, almost, and I don't gravitate towards it, but I do find that like when I'm shopping, I think always in a cart or something will be something that's green.
Oh yes, I love like the sage green or like the
Yes,
green. Oh, those
yes,
green. I love green too. So many shades of green. Now that I think,
exactly. That's the thing too. So when you think of red, it's just like okay, you're going to go into the pink side, or or oh, but I do love burgundy. That's
oh,
another
I
one.
love burgundy too. I
Burgundy is nice and very rich. When you think about rich colors, burgundies, that green that you said, beautiful.
yes, I love it too.
Mhm. And the thing too is green. I keep talking. I'm sorry. Green can look good with gold or silver. I leaned more towards like gold, but it looks good with silver too.
Mhm, mhm,
So you can wear
yeah,
all types of jewelry with that.
mhm. Right.
Mhm.
Is any more fun questions you would like to ask, Kira?
Okay, I guess one more quick one. Finish this sentence. Style is
Style is forever.
Ah,
okay.
Style is forever. That will never die. It will never get old. We will never retire style. It is forever, down to what people actually write, how they want to be dressed in their casket.
yes,
Think
That is
about it,
so
very
right?
true.
How look at what's her name? Aretha Franklin. They
Mhm.
made sure that her legs were showing and her shoes were out in a red suit and red shoes. That was her. It expressed her all the way down to her last day. So
Yes,
true.
style is forever.
that's so true. Oh my gosh, I really love to off topic. I know I keep saying this, but I love the Nigerian designers. Their
Mm,
dresses. Oh,
beautiful.
I love their dresses so much. What I always say when I get married, I'm gonna get a Nigerian designer to design my dress. I love
Yes.
how the all the embellishments. It
Yes.
it's so beautiful. I saw this one. I forgot her name, but she created like this one embellishment of a dress where it like signified like I guess the weather of the world, and it had all the
Mm,
greens and reds, and it was just, like so beautiful. I was like, oh
I
my
can
god,
imagine.
yes. Honestly, maybe also too when you say you also you are in FIT, you also teach there. I was like, huh, this making me want to go into fashion.
Oh,
Yes, it's so many areas that you could tap into too. So
hmm Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us. We had such
of
a good
course, yeah, I felt like I was just talking to my little sisters. Like we
yeah.
just went out for all we needed was food.
Oh, next time we have an event, we'll have to eat some food together.
No, I thank you so much, guys, for Kiara for even recommending me. Thank you that we was connected from that session with Dr. Antoinette. I'm really humbled and honored to be with you guys, and thank you for just considering little old me.
Oh, of course.
you're not little.
Here.
One thing I want to do, I have my phone here. I want us to do like a little boomerang. So
Oh,
I'm gonna tag you guys in my story.
okay.
Okay.
So I'll tell you. Wait. Let me do it. Like I want to make sure. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Ready?
hmm
Let's see. Oh, cute. Like, let me make sure I have. Hold on. No, I gotta do it again because I got you cut off. All right, let's see. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ready, set, go. Okay, cool. Perfect.
Perfect. Oh my goodness. Thank you again so much. We
Of
greatly
course.
appreciate it. It was so
Thank you.
nice on here. And thank you all, everyone who will be watching. I'm Naraya. And we are the Black Beauties. Again, thank you so much, Miss Danielle Marshall, for coming on here.
You're so welcome. Appreciate it.
Yes, we will see you all next time. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Shining bright for the whole world to see. Natural crowns, big dreams, glowing energy. Yeah. Brilliant black beauties, come shine with me. Oh yeah. Brown skin, glowing naturally. Yeah. Strong minds, warm hearts, beautiful energy. Brilliant black beauties, that's who